There is one rule I learned inside an army court martial room, not a classroom, not a leadership seminar, a real court martial where I sat as a judge, advocate, general's branch officer. And this one rule changed how people listen to me for the rest of my life. And it's not about being louder, it's not about being aggressive, it's actually the opposite. And the rule is this: answer only what was asked, nothing more. Stay till the end because I'm going to show you exactly how to use this today in your next meeting or your next argument or maybe your next hard conversation. But before that, let me explain something first because it will make this whole video make a lot of sense. And this is for those of you who don't know anything about law, you have no legal background and you don't even need it because I'm going to explain. So whenever a witness gives evidence in a court, there are three stages. First is called the examination in chief, also called as the direct examination. Now, this is where the lawyer who called that witness will ask him questions or her questions. Now, simple open questions like what did you say, what happened there, and the goal is just to let the witness tell their story in their own words. Then comes second, cross-examination. Now the other side's lawyer gets a turn, and this is where it changes completely. The job of cross-examination is not to find out the truth, that's what most people assume. Basically, the real job of cross-examination is to test what was already said in the examination in chief and to pin the witness down to specific facts the other side can use. Now, third comes is the re-examination. After cross-examination, the lawyer who originally called the witness will get one more chance, but only to clear up anything that got confused or twisted during the cross-examination. Nothing new can be added here. So, direct examination is the witness telling their story. Cross-examination is the other side testing that story, and re-examination is patching up any damage done in the cross-examination. Got it? Good. Now, here is where it gets interesting. To test the witness in cross-examination, the lawyer asks them leading questions. Now, a leading question is a question that already contains the answer inside the question. Something like, you were present at this scene, correct? Or, you didn't report this immediately, did you? Now, these questions are built so that the only real answer is either in yes or a no. Now, that's not an accident. It is the whole strategy used by lawyers. Every yes or no you give becomes a brick, and the lawyer is building a wall out of those bricks. A wall that supports their side of the story, not the other side. So I saw this play out again and again in court martials, and even all of my lawyer friends watching this would have played this game or saw this happening. Now, for the context of a court martial, I'm not just talking about officers on the witness stand during court martials. It could be a regular witness, it could be the accused, it could be anyone giving evidence during a court martial. But the pattern was always the same. The one who got trapped were the ones who over-explained and kept on speaking. They would get a simple yes or no question, and instead of answering it, they would start justifying, adding a backstory nobody asked for, trying to make the lawyer who's asking them question understand their part. And every extra sentence handed the other side a new brick to use, sometimes against the very person who said that. The ones who held their ground did something very different. They just listened to the full question. They paused, they gave the precise answer, and where a plain yes or no would have twisted the truth, they added one short necessary line to keep it accurate. And then, this is the hardest part, they stopped talking. For example, a lawyer asks them, you left the building before the incident happened, correct? A witness who panics might say, yes, but I only left because, and then they talk for 2 minutes, accidentally admitting 5 more things along the way. While a witness who's trained says, yes, I left before it happened. And one sentence, complete, accurate, nothing extra for the other side to grab. That's when it hit me that in every room, a courtroom or a boardroom, the person who over-explains is handing over material to be used against them. The person who answers precisely and stops is protecting their own ground and is the one who's actually speaking with power. So, what is happening psychologically when you over explain? So, every extra sentence after your real answer is your nervous system trying to manage how the other person feels about you. So, you're not adding information anymore, you're actually seeking reassurance or a validation from the other side. And people can feel that shift even if they can't name it. So, in the army, this discipline isn't optional. When you are asked a question by a senior officer or on record in front of a board, you are trained to give the precise answer, not the padded one. And the same should be done in your SSB interview. Padding is read either as dishonesty or weakness. Padding is not real competence. So think about the last time someone asked you a simple question. Did you finish the report? Are you okay with this plan? Why were you late? And you gave a 40-second answer when 8 seconds would have done it. Every one of those extra seconds cost you authority in a room. Not because what you said was wrong, because you showed the room that their opinion of your answer mattered more to you than the answer itself. And this is not about becoming cold or short with people, it's a specific skill and you can train it like this. Number one, answer the actual question, not the question you wish they would have asked. So if someone asks you, why were you late? The answer is the reason, the exact reason. It's not the reason plus your track record, plus an apology, plus a promise it won't happen again. Just give the reason and stop. Number two, use the pause instead of the filler. The urge to keep talking usually shows up right after your real answer in that half second of silence. That silence feels unbearable. So people rush to fill it. Don't. Let that silence sit. In a court martial or a court, that silence is often where the person asking the question runs out of follow up, not where you look weak. Number three, if they want more, they will ask. You are not responsible for anticipating every objection and pre answering. That's not thoroughness, that's anxiety wearing the costume of thoroughness. So trust the other person to ask a follow up if they need one. Most of the time, they won't because your short answer already sounded complete. Number four, practice this on low stake questions first. So, how was your weekend? Did you eat? Is the project on track? Answer in just one line. Feel how uncomfortable the silence is. That discomfort is the exact muscle you're training while communicating as a powerful speaker. So, the rule is simple to say and genuinely hard to live by. Answer what was asked, then stop talking. Every time you break this rule, you're not adding credibility, you're quietly handing away your power one unnecessary sentence at a time. So the next time you're asked something and you feel that urge to keep going and talking, remember this quote rule which I told you today. The ones who walked out with their credibility intact were not the ones who said the most. They were always the one who said exactly enough or what was required. If this video helped you, you know what to do. Like, subscribe and share this with someone who's in need of it. I'm going to see you in the next video. This is Captain Ritu Kumar Singh signing off. Jai Hind. Namaste.